Hi guys, it's Diana. Hey, I'm bringing you another fun fall holiday decor item. I think you're really gonna love this one. It's pretty simple also. You know me, I like quick and simple. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna show you. We're using the Autumn Leaves stamp set today, and we're gonna use the die cuts that also go with that, which is Autumn Leaves dies. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to need, all of your supplies. You're going to need a piece of 12 by 12 white cardstock, and you're going to cut it at 4.5 by 12, and then you're going to score it at 4 and 8. I've already scored this one. So 12 by 4.5 scored at 4 and 8. Okay. You're going to need a background piece. I'm going to use the Distressed Gold. Isn't it beautiful? I'm going to use that. For this one, I'm using the dies out of the Autumn Leaves, so I'm going to use the big leaf. I'm going to use a couple of the little leaves, and I'm going to use the little banner. I am going to use Cajun Craze and curry for you this evening, and there's a little piece of scrap for my label. And then you're going to need some vellum cardstock. So vellum is just kind of an opaque light specialty paper that we have. You can kind of see through it, but it's not clear like a window sheet, and it's called vellum. So we're going to use that, and we're going to make a little luminary today. So let me show you how easy this is. I'm going to scooch this away, and we're going to start with our white and our distressed. And I forgot my, no I didn't, I've got it. So we are going to be die cutting today. So I've got my Big Boss. I call it the Big Boss. It's the Stampin' Cut machine and emboss machine, and I've got it here. You can just see the end of it. So I'm going to make my sandwich here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to line these up before I adhere them. Sorry. I'm going to adhere, line these up and just use a little piece of a little post-it note type thing to hold that down while we place our leaf on top, and I'm going to cut that through. So let me go ahead and do that off camera here. Hopefully maybe you'll see it come through the other end. I haven't stuck anything down yet. I'm just placed it with the little post-it note thing, and here it's coming through. You'll see the sandwich coming out. Remember to protect your dies. You need something. I've got my platform, which is 1. I've got my number 2, which is just kind of a spacer. And then instead of a clear piece of stamp, I call it bread, my piece of bread. Instead of a clear acrylic, I have a self-healing mat that I purchased so that I'm not cutting into a clear piece. And then I've got my cardstock and my die. Sorry about the light. And then I've got my clear piece on top. Okay, so I've got that cut, and we're going to go ahead, while I've got the die cutter out, we're going to go ahead, I'm going to set this right here to show you real quick when I take it apart, but I'm going to go ahead and on my platform, I'm going to go ahead, I can cut all of these out at the same time. So I'll just position all of these here, save myself some time. I'm going to do this little guy. I'm going to do this little guy. Aren't these beautiful dies? I just love the fall. Love fall decor. Okay, I'm just going to put my clear piece on top, and I'm going to send that through. And we'll have all of those pieces, all of the die cutting done in a couple of little passes. Okay, so let me get this. Sorry about the wiggling. Not really a desk set up to do die cutting. So I've got this. And I'm just going to take my dies out and set them over here real quick. I like these dies because they actually do some texture on the actual die as opposed to just cutting it out. It adds those little leaf details. Isn't that pretty? And then on this, it actually adds the little stitching around the edge. So set those aside. Get this off my desk so I can work a little bit better. Now on this one, what we're going to do, I'm going to set these aside for a second. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop that out. I'm going to remove this little piece of Post-it that I was using. And then I've got 2 of these, which I'll show you a really cool thing that I did with these leaves later. So remind me to show you that. So I've got this now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to bring our vellum in and a little bit of liquid glue. I like liquid glue, but that's just me. Use whatever type of adhesive you would like. I'm just kind of going around the edge of the leaf. I'm just going to glue that down real quick. Okay. Then I'm going to take my gold sheet. Because we cut them out at the same time, they should fit together pretty nice. Just going to put a little bit of glue. Don't go overboard on the glue. I think that's why people don't like the glue, is they actually add too much. And I'm going to try to line this up without being exactly over the top of it. Hold on just a second. Let me pick it up and pull it towards me real quick. Okay. And we've got that. And so see, now it's like opaque. And you could also do these at the same time and then just leave them and then just put your vellum on the back. It's kind of totally up to you, whatever's easiest. And then we're going to score on the scored lines, the 4 and 8. But let me show you how this comes together, okay? So we are just going to add a little bit of liquid glue here. Just a little bit for the leaf. You can position these wherever you would like. I've got this little guy. See, I told you this was going to be fast and easy. I should just be Fast and Furious Stamper. That's what I should be. That should be my group name, not Diana's Dazzling Diamonds. Should be Fast and Furious. Okay, I'm going to use this little greeting. Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful, and my Cajun Craze pad. And I'm going to stamp directly on this little piece right here, trying to line it up without being directly over the top of it. Pretty good, not too bad. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and assemble. I have got, well, I did have, there we go, a little piece of Cajun Craze to layer this on. Sorry about that. Here is that little layer. That's why I like the glue, because you can kind of move things around a little bit. So I've got that. Here's how fast this comes together. So you fold it at 4, you fold it at your 8. I got a little tiny strip. I had a little tiny strip of gold left over, and you certainly do not want to waste this gold paper. It's too pretty. So I just went ahead and put a little bit of glue on it and put it down here as a little accent piece. Okay. And then you are going to need some dimensionals. Sorry, I forgot to mention the dimensionals, because this piece is going to need to sit up a little bit higher to hold your thing down. So what I like to do is, if you have our Stampin Dimensionals, I like to put 2 together, just so it sticks up kind of high, a little bit higher, because it's going to have to hold our luminary down. You'll see what I mean. So I just stack one on top of them. So I just kind of put 2 together like that. I know it's a pain, but you don't have to do this, but I just think it gives a little bit more surface area for your luminary to stay closed. Sorry. So take all those off. Okay, now we got a popped up little guy, and we're going to put it right here. Okay. See how that kind of pops up a little bit high? Now, when we put this down, Now, if your card doesn't want to stay down, don't fret. Just take your bone folder. Okay, just take your bone folder, run it across there, and then there is your luminary. How cool is that? Then all you need is one of these little flicker lights. If you turn the light on and you put it inside, I know it's hard to see. I'm going to turn the light off. What do you think? I know, isn't that a beautiful gift to give someone? I have one of these sitting on my desk at work. What do you think? I know, and it's so easy. It is so easy. Thanks guys for tuning in. I hope you really enjoyed this project, and I hope you try it at home and let me know what you think. Thanks, bye.